When Lena brought home Baxter, a floppy-eared golden retriever puppy with eyes like honey and a tail that never stopped wagging, she didn't think much beyond the basics. Food, toys, training pads. She'd budgeted for the usual start-up costs and figured, like many do, that as long as she kept him well, fed and exercised, he'd be just fine. The first year passed like a blur of joyful chaos. Chewed shoes, muddy paw prints, and long walks through Central Park. She took him in for his shots, a neutering appointment, and a check-up. A few $100s here and there, manageable. But then came year 2. It started with a limp. One minute he was darting after a tennis ball, the next he was favoring one leg. The vet suspected a torn ligament. A specialist confirmed it. Surgery was recommended, for $300 not including rehab. Lena froze. She had first $200 in savings, most of it mentally earmarked for her own dental work. The vet handed her a printed estimate with a clinical smile, as if handing over a dinner receipt. It might as well have been a bill for the moon. "I didn't know it could cost this much," Lena said, her voice cracking. The receptionist didn't flinch. Most people don't. The truth is, dogs aren't just pets. They're family, and just like a loved one, they get sick, injured, or old. But unlike humans, dogs don't have subsidized healthcare or insurance unless you plan ahead. Lena didn't. Most people don't. And that's the trap. A week later, she started a side hustle just to cover Baxter's surgery, walking other people's dogs, ironically. She woke up at 5 a.m., leashed 3 huskies, 2 terriers, and 1 grumpy dachshund, and thought, I wish someone had told me. Told me what the real costs are, what to save, how to think ahead for someone who can't tell you what hurts. So, what should you actually save? Veterinarians and financial planners suggest a minimum of $501,000 annually just for preventive care. Vaccines, dental cleaning, flea meds, and check-ups. That's assuming nothing goes wrong, but things go wrong, and when they do, bills don't trickle in, they explode. Surgeries can cost $3,000 to $10,000. Emergency care for poisoning or trauma can run upwards of $2,000 in a single night. Chronic conditions like allergies, arthritis, or diabetes rack up monthly medication and monitoring costs. Lena now sets aside about a year for Baxter. Some years, she doesn't touch it. Others, she drains it in a month. But it's there. It means she says yes to treatment, not what's the cheapest option. She met another dog owner, Travis, at the park. He had a pit bull named Juno with one eye and a fearless bark. He shared his own horror story. Juno had swallowed a sock, required emergency surgery, and the final bill was $600-700. He paid on a credit card and took 2 years to pay it off. Now, he's got a dedicated savings account labeled Juno's Health. He throws in $50 a week, no questions asked. It's like dog insurance I control, he told her. I don't touch it unless it's vet stuff. Others take a different route, actual pet insurance. It helps, but only if you enroll before illness strikes. Lena researched too late. Baxter's knee surgery would have been partially covered. If only she had signed up when he was a puppy. But here's the part that hits hardest. Many dogs are surrendered to shelters not because their owners stop loving them, but because they can't afford their care. A twisted gut, a bad hip, a skin disease. The heartbreaking math of love versus money. So what do? You treat your dog's health fund like rent or groceries. You automate it. You don't wait until you hear a yelp or see a limp. You make it boring and consistent, $100 a month to $25 a week. Whatever your number, the key is to start. Lena made a TikTok about Baxter's surgery journey. She didn't expect it to go viral, but it did. Over 1.8 million views. The comments were full of thank yous, and I had no idea, and I'm starting a fund today. People shared their own numbers. 500 emergency visits, 3,000 cancer treatments, the $90 8-month insulin. One person said, my dog saved my life during depression, and I couldn't afford to save his. The comment got 50,000 likes. That's the reality. Behind every goofy dog video and cute birthday party is someone praying they can afford the next vet visit. Dogs don't care about money, but their bodies still fail like ours. The difference is they rely on us to do the math for them. Lena keeps walking dogs. Not out of desperation now, but out of purpose. She's saving for Baxter's future, even if it's just annual shots this year. She tells new clients, if you can love your dog, you can save for your dog. Start small. Start today. A Baxter is older now. He doesn't chase tennis balls the same way. but he still limps a little when the rain's coming. And he still looks at Lena like she's the entire world. She saves for him like he saved her. Without hesitation,